I'm George Cole.
Hi, I'm Mike Cole.
Hi, I'm Daryl Cole. Hey, that's a lot of Coles. Local boys make good. Come on.
Fratellis. That stands for brothers in Italian, and these brothers stand for part of the George Cole Sr. family of Irving. The Cole brothers now own a restaurant in Irving. You could say the food business is in their blood. Their uncle is Joe Campisi of Campisi's Restaurant. They've all spent time working there. Along with their two sisters, they're part of a family that's lived in Irving almost 30 years. The Cole brothers are all in their 20s, and it may seem not too long ago that you remember them not so grown up. They attended Holy Family of the Nazarene and graduated from MacArthur High School. Growing up, they played basketball, football, and other sports. Daryl has done some boxing, and all of them have been active in community affairs and charitable events. They're, to say the least, very family-orientated, old-style family-orientated. And as the years passed and the boys became men, they became partners in their own business, and a family-style one at that.
Do you think that you would end up in business with your brothers?
I wasn't sure. I know it's something we always wanted to do. I said growing up over at my uncle's place, I always enjoyed it. People are always having a good time. It's a good way to meet a lot of people, make a lot of contacts. The way for us to do that was through our family. We knew that we had the ties, close enough ties that we could make it work, and plus it would lend something, a little more credence to the business. You know, people like for a kind of a wholesome family atmosphere kind of thing, and when they see other family members and then friends come in and stuff like that, it's almost like a big, you know, booster club meeting or something like that up there a lot of times.
You're in the back, Daryl's in the back, David's in the back. What's your all duties back there? Do you all have certain duties?
Well, that's the case. That was the case on a certain day, but we all kind of rotate in and out. We've all learned each station. We've all worked out front. It makes it so that we're interchangeable parts, okay? If someone's sick or something like that, which hadn't happened very often, but if it does, then, you know, somebody can fill in for them, and we're not losing anything. But as far as, like today, I was working pizzas, setting up and working pizzas all day. But that doesn't mean that I can't get a lasagna order out or a steak order or something like that.
How long has the restaurant been open, Daryl?
About a year and 8 months.
Did you ever expect or did you anticipate that the restaurant was going to be this successful?
No, but I was hoping. I thought, you know, we had the product, and the product, you know, as long as we get people coming in, you know, they're going to come back because the food, you know, superior to most places.
Well, we have a positive story right here, a little different.
Yeah, most time when you, most positive stories start when you're in the 30s or 40s, you know, most people are quite older, but we're doing pretty good, just taking time, and just takes time for us to get people in here.
Do you have a lot of people come in and say, I remember when you were growing up?
Yeah, I went to see a couple of them. We had a benefit spaghetti dinner a couple weeks ago, and I went to St. Luke's Catholic Church to put some signs up, and one of the music team, one of the nuns, Sister Barbara Francis, told me that, you know, she couldn't believe that I was in the restaurant business, you know.
You strike me as a person that loves the restaurant business.
I like the people business, to tell you the truth. I like the creation thing. I don't like to do many things with my hands, like put puzzles together and things, but food's completely different. And I've been working since I've been 15, and every time I've worked around food, well, I had even a job at a movie theater. I worked a concession stand, you know, so I was always around people or food the whole time.
You're all in your 20s, you started a business, been pretty successful, and it's pretty positive stuff. You all stuck together. Has it been tough, or?
Yeah, but I had a coach, Coach Wisner, in high school, that he always told us the sky was the limit. There's 4 of us. There shouldn't be any reason why we can't have someone in there at all times to make sure that everybody's satisfied.
People come in that you've grown up in Irving all your life. Do people come in that have known you and say, my gosh, I'm really surprised. This is really great?
Yeah, and to be honest with you, a lot of people knew from a long time ago that we were interested in the restaurant business. And that helped in one respect because they were always looking for us. And constantly, anytime I went to anything that had a lot of people in Irving, a lot of people we knew were there, they would ask me, when's the restaurant going to open? When's the restaurant? And I'm talking this is over probably maybe a 5-year period. And I'd say, well, we're looking at this place. Well, we're looking at that place. Well, we're trying to get financing and all this stuff. And then some people got to where they thought, oh, they're just talking. You know, they'll probably never open a joint, you know. And And when it did open, people were very pleased. And I think once they came in and saw the place, tasted the food, that they knew that we had done well. So it was hopefully worth the
Future now for the restaurant, you and the brothers.
We got to open a big place here in Irving. We don't want to leave our clientele. We built a great clientele here in North Irving. You know, the Los Colinas business people, just the overall people living in Irving have been real true to us. And it hasn't been long. We've been voted, you know, best pizza, best Italian restaurant in Irving by Los Colinas paper, Reader's Poll, and stuff like that. And they know we're here, and they know we need a bigger place. So we're not going to leave them. We're going to take maybe take the place down the road to a bigger location, you know, possibly triple our size and have a bar.
It's an old saying, but I think it's certainly Cole. All for one and one for all. For About Town, I'm John Tanner.